Hello everyone, my name is Andre and welcome back to the Midweek Escape Artist, and this is the Alpkit Elan Bivvy. Let's talk about it. Alright guys, so this is what you get in the retail package. You get your poles, your tent pegs, and your bivvy. There's the bag. Very lightweight, very compact. Absolutely incredible kit. Really well made. I like it a lot. Let's set this up and I'll show you what it looks like. Hey guys, just really by the way, I like these pegs that they give you with. Really nice quality. Quite small and thin, but they should do the job quite well because I don't think this will be susceptible to wind. Yeah, let's set it up. So I'm going to start at the foot end here. I'm going to let it overlap my mat just a little bit and just pull it reasonably tight. That's one. And two. Alright guys, so I've pegged out the four corners. Now it is time for the poles to go in, because this is a hooped bivvy. Now guys, as you can see, these poles are sort of in a half moon configuration, and the cool thing about this one compared to the snug pack is that these poles are the same length, so it doesn't matter which sleeve you put them in, they're going to work. Two poles, let's put it in. Alright guys, so I've been looking for a lightweight, weatherproof, waterproof solution for my hiking camps for a long time. And I've considered a bivvy before, but I thought it'll be too squeezy and I wouldn't be comfortable. Then I saw this guy. So this is the Alpkit Elan, and I gotta tell you, this is an amazing piece of kit. I've slept in it twice already, and it is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love it. Now, I will preface this by saying a bivvy is not going to be for everyone. I fully understand that. But man, for a lightweight setup, this is very hard to beat. So I'll put some stats up on the screen for you just in terms of weight and size. But for me, it's perfect. Now, the way that I normally use this is I've got my Alton Goods sleeping mat on the inside. That is a sort of reasonably thick mattress. Goes in, and then I sleep in there with a quilt over me, with a pillow, and man, you've got perfect amount of space. So you tend to be aware of the actual material of the bivvy, but not by the head. So you can lie on your side, you can lie on your back, lie on your stomach. It feels like there's enough space. Now, one cool thing I will tell you is if you sleep with this in the rain just by itself. You're not going to get wet, but it feels really nice to feel the rain falling on you and knowing that you're not going to get wet. It's actually so incredibly therapeutic. I love that experience. That was brilliant. But let me run you through a few of the features, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright guys, so we're here at the hood end of the bivvy. Now, to open it up, it's got a couple of storm flaps over these zips. So water's not going to get into these zips, which is great. And if I open this up all the way, you'll see it's got this really, really nice white light sort of lining. And that's cool because when you're inside the bivvy, it can be a little dark. So having the white lining in there, it does brighten the space up a little bit. It also creates the illusion of having a slightly more space in there, which is really nice. The other thing I should mention to you is, if you can see here, this has got a little net for your head, and it's also got a net at the back here, which is great for ventilation. So when I've slept in this, I haven't yet had any real condensation on the inside, which is absolutely fantastic. So let me just show you this little zip guy. So that zips there, and then you can zip it closed here, and then it's got this little hood to protect you. So that's really, really nice. So you can lie in here and look out and see the stars or the trees or wherever you are. Fantastic. Really, really nice little setup. Then the other way you can do it is then you can also take this and just zip it completely closed. You can totally enclose it if you like, and then I'll show you on the back here. One more thing I'll mention about the interior of the bivvy is it's got this really nice elasticated cord. So that is intended to keep your mattress in the right place. And I tell you what, last time I slept in this, I was on quite an incline, and it actually kept my mattress in place all night, even though I ended up right at the bottom there. But the mattress stayed, which is quite good. Alright guys, so we're around the head of the unit now, and as you can see, it's got this really, really nice storm flap at the back here. It covers, it's a really, really nice size, nice covering. Now if I bring this back and out, I'll just show you. Under here, you've got a little mesh. So if you have this mesh pocket open and the front one, you get really nice ventilation going through there, which is quite cool. Now the other thing you can do is you can also roll this up. So if you're not expecting any sort of weather, you can there you go, you can peg that out and you've got a nice little window. I like that. Really, really cool. Really cool. Alright guys, so coming around to the foot end, you've got this really nice little foot box here, which you can prop up to keep the material off you if you wanted. Now, one thing I will say is, in the package I got, there was no guy line for this side. So, you know, you get a stick and maybe a little piece of cord. It would have been nice if they included a guy line here, but like I said, for my kit, there was nothing. So I don't know if it's meant to come with one or not. But yeah, you can prop this up a little bit to keep some of this material off you. I didn't really notice it. It's not a big deal for me. But if that's going to bother you, they do have this thing here, which does lift it up quite a fair ways. It's a fair way lifted. Now, obviously, you can also tie this up to a tree if you wanted to, if there was a tree in the right position. But yeah, I think that's quite a nice little feature as well. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like when you're in the bivvy. Now, I can tell you, obviously I don't have a mattress in here right now, but if you put a mattress in, you're kind of at the edge of the materials limit. So you can feel the material on this side, which I think it's not a deal breaker. And like I said to you before, if it's raining and you're just out here by yourself, it feels really nice. It's a nice feeling. Let me show you what it looks like when you're in it completely. Alright guys, so you obviously can't see me right now, but I'm in the bivvy, lying down, and I've got tons of space here. Tons of space. This front bit where I'm poking is well off my face. It feels quite roomy, it feels quite comfortable. I like it a lot. It's a nice sort of space up front here. And then you can also completely seal this up if you wanted to. I'll just grab this up. And you can do all of this from the inside, which is great. Alright guys, so I'm completely sealed in here now. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely bit of kit. Oh. And that's it. That is a quick look at the Alpkit Elan. I think it's a wonderful bit of kit, guys. I really do. I really do. It's small, it's lightweight, it's very effective, very efficient. It's waterproof, really good materials. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So I've used this twice already, and in my testing, it hasn't leaked. It's felt really roomy, even though it is quite an enclosed space. It does feel very comfortable. It's a very comfy, cozy sort of feeling. I don't know how else to describe it to you. If you've never used a bivvy or a hoop bivvy before, like, it's very hard to explain what it feels like, but it's nice. It's really good. And for the space that it takes up in your pack or your bag or whatever, it's very hard to argue with. So something else I'll mention is this thing is super long. So when I was in here last time, I had my entire sleeping mattress in there, and there was still space at the foot end for my bag, for my my massive green modding top backpack. I just shoved it in the back there, and it wasn't even touching my feet, which is good. So there is that benefit. I would recommend using this with a little top, a tiny top over it. Will just give you a little bit more peace of mind, especially when you're getting in and out, or packing up or setting up. A little top is going to go a long way, especially if you're camping in the rain. Yeah, guys, I'm a big fan of this guy. Big fan. Now, if there's any questions about this, please put it in the comments below for me. I'm happy to answer questions about it. I've used it a couple of times now, so I've got a fair idea of how it'll operate. And yeah, thanks for joining me, and have a look at this guy for your next trip. See you guys. Ciao.